What's going on, guys? Coltamush back at it with another video. This is a $600 gaming PC build, and this is a great entry-level build to do some pretty good quality 1080p gaming, and also do some light video editing, rendering, and some live streaming as well. So a pretty good all-around gaming PC for around $600. Let's get right into this build with the CPU. I went with the Intel Core i5-4460 3.2 GHz quad-core processor. Now, this is a non-K series i5, so it can't be overclocked, but it's still clocked at 3.2 GHz, which is pretty good. And it's a quad-core CPU, which pretty much all the latest games are nowadays really taking advantage of. Dying Light, Battlefield 4, and upcoming games like Metal Gear Solid 5 and Star Wars Battlefront, the i5 is going to do great in those games. And while it's not overclockable, this CPU is only $165, which is a great price. And like I said, it's still clocked at 3.2 GHz, which is still fairly good and definitely high enough to run any of the latest games if paired with a good GPU. Moving on to the motherboard, I went with the ASRock H97 Anniversary ATX LJ1150 motherboard. Now, this is an LJ1150 board. I just wanted to get a motherboard that was very cheap but still got the job done. It has 4 RAM slots up to DDR3 1600 MHz and up to 32 GB of max memory. It's got RAID support and 6 SATA 6 GB per second ports. So for around $65, this is the kind of motherboard you want in a build like this. It'll let you save a lot of money and put that towards the graphics card, which is the most important part of a gaming build. And like I said, this ASRock motherboard is still pretty good quality for only $65. Moving on to memory, I went with Kingston HyperX Fury Black 8GB 24GB sticks running at DDR3 1600 MHz. This kit of RAM right now is only $40. Yeah, 8GB of RAM that's at 1600 MHz is only $40. That's a great price, especially considering 8GB is just enough for the latest games. All the latest games are recommending 8GB. Games like The Witcher 3, Metal Gear Solid 5, 8GB is just enough for all those games, and I see 8GB really being good for the next few years. And in the future, if you do want to add some more RAM, that option will be open since the motherboard does have 4 RAM slots, so you can just buy another kit of this and you'll have 16GB. But for now, 8GB is enough for gaming, so just get that, and $40 is a ridiculously good price. You look at RAM like this around 12 months ago, this same kit of RAM would have been like $60 to $70. So right now is the perfect time to pick up an 8GB kit of RAM. It's so freaking cheap. Moving on to the hard drive, I went with the Western Digital Caviar Blue 1TB 7200 RPM hard drive. $50 for a 1TB drive, that's a pretty good price for a terabyte of storage. If you guys want more than a terabyte, shop around. You can find Seagate 2 or 3 terabyte drives for like $70 or $90, which is a great price if you do want more than 1 terabyte. Otherwise, a Caviar Blue 1TB for $50 is a pretty good price. The Caviar Blue is reasonably fast for a mechanical drive, and in the future, if you do want to add an SSD prices are pretty much going down every month, so in the future, if you do want to pick up an SSD, it'll be even cheaper then. But for now, getting a terabyte of storage just makes a lot more sense. I would much rather have a terabyte in my PC over, say, a 120GB SSD. But I'll leave that choice up to you guys. I just think the Caviar Blue is a much better option for a budget end build like this. Now for the video card, I went with the MSI GeForce GTX 962GB. This is $185 right now. It also has a $20 mail-in rebate if you decide to use that, so you can get it for $165. Now, I just need to talk about the value of this graphics card, because yes, if you decide to use the mail-in rebate, you're getting this GPU for $165. That's already a great price for a very good mid-level video card for 1080p gaming. The GTX 960 also right now comes with a free copy of Metal Gear Solid 5. That is some ridiculous value for a video card. So let's say you don't even decide to use the mail-in rebate, you're still getting this GPU for around $185 to $190. That's still a really good price for a mid-level GPU like this, and you're getting a free copy of one of the most anticipated games of the year in Metal Gear Solid 5. At the cheapest, I've seen that game sell for around $40, so that's still a $40 value, which makes this GPU just a complete winner. And in 1080p gaming, this GPU does pretty well. It won't max out every game. Some of the higher end games like The Witcher 3, you will have to lower it down to around high settings, and then you'll get around 40 frames per second. But still, that's a very playable frame rate for a graphics card this cheap, and like I said, the value with this GPU is just ridiculous right now. This isn't hyperbole. In my opinion, this is one of the best bang for your buck GPUs on the market right now. And if when you're watching this video, that Metal Gear Solid 5 promotion with this GPU is still live, I would definitely pick this GPU up. Just a great value right now. A pretty good 1080p gaming card and one of the most anticipated games of the year as well. Can't really go wrong for the price of $185. For the power supply, I went with the EVGA 600W 80 Plus bronze certified power supply. This 600W power supply is a lot more than you actually need. The i5-4460 is extremely power efficient, as is the GTX 960. You're not going for an SLI configuration in this build, so getting anything higher doesn't make any sense at all. And if you actually want to drop this down to like a Seasonic 500W power supply or an EVGA 500W power supply, go for that. But right now, you can get this EVGA 600W power supply for only $50, and that's a pretty good price. Finally, for the case, I went with the Cooler Master HAF 912 ATX mid-tower case for around $50. This is the case that I've been using for like the last 3 years, and it's still great to me. It's got great cable management, great ventilation, a lot of room for upgrades. I just really like this case, and aesthetically, while it does look a little basic, I still like the plain black look. And in my opinion, this is one of the best mid-tower cases you can pick up on the market right now, and it's only $50. If you find it on sale, you can actually get it for a little bit cheaper than that. I've seen it as low as $45, and I think one time I even saw it as low as $40. So this is a great mid-tower case. Definitely check it out, the Cooler Master HAF 912. As always, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you have a request for a future video, leave it in the comment section down below. I know everybody wants more full setup PC builds, and I will get around to them. Like I said, those videos take a little bit more time to set up and edit and whatnot, so give me some time and I will get that done. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Peace out.